Here to share her thoughts about this important and meaningful activity is WWE's Chief Brand Officer, Stephanie McMahon.
Well, as you can all see, WWE is anything but conventional. We are absolutely here to entertain you, and as I can see by the smiles on people's faces in this room, we are doing our jobs. It's interesting a comment that Jed made when he came up here. He started telling a story about when he was growing up and watching wrestling with his brother and reenacting moves. Wrestling seems to have touched everyone's lives in some form or fashion, whether it be through grandparents or parents or siblings. This is truly a unique experience, and there is nothing like it in the world. And we couldn't be more excited to bring it here for WrestleMania 31.
And what do you think, being up here in the Bay Area, how will that impact WrestleMania, you think?
Well, I promised at the press conference, and it's absolutely true, that we will be working with all of these incredible partners to revolutionize our fan experience. Taking advantage of all of what's here to offer in Silicon Valley and tying that together with our over 230 million social media followers. I mean, our fans want to engage, and I think that everybody here understands the technology of how to bridge that gap and make that connection even stronger. So we're really looking forward to offering an incredible experience.
And for those that haven't been to a WrestleMania, what can they expect?
WrestleMania is an experience like nothing else on earth, and you are guaranteed to be entertained and have an awesome time.
First time it's been held in the Bay Area. My question to you is, what took you so long? We've been waiting for you for 30 years.
Well, I think we finally have the right teams in place. Best answer I can give.
Yeah.
Stephanie, any chance of having WrestleMania or the other larger pay-per-views outside the U.S.? You know, we had the one big one, I think it was SummerSlam.
Wembley Stadium, yep. There's absolutely those opportunities that exist, and with some new management that we have in place, we're really examining all of those opportunities.
How are you recovering from the bump you took last night?
I'm recovering. It's, you know, my head kind of hurts, my shoulder kind of hurts, but, you know, I actually had to do a spinneroonie in the ring after the show was over, so I had to recover pretty quick.
Stephanie, I noticed that there's a new logo for the WWE up here on the top of the WrestleMania.
Oh, you did? You noticed that?
Yeah, is that going to be the thing going forward?
I think we're going to have to wait and see.
You were at one time a WWE Diva talent. Did you miss those days, or?
Well, you know, I'm back on TV now. I'm a part of The Authority, which is a storyline with me and my husband, real-life husband, Triple H. Life imitated art. We actually really did get married and have 3 children together. And so I am back on TV in this storyline, and it is very fun.
But I mean, as a wrestler.
Well, I never really was, like, considered. I would love to have been considered a wrestler. I'm not very good, actually. So I had a handful of matches, and would I ever compete again, if that's your question? Remains to be seen. Maybe at WrestleMania 31.
Stephanie, what can WrestleMania do for a city's economy?
It's amazing the impact that WWE and WrestleMania can have on a city's economy. Over $100 million can be generated. When you think about all of the different people that come from 30 different countries, from 50 different states, you know, they all come here to engage in the community and in the hotels and everything else. And they really do. They bring a lot of money to the area, and our goal is to leave a lasting impression.
Maybe they'll come back afterwards.
That's right.
What's your favorite WrestleMania memory?
Oh, my favorite WrestleMania memory would have to be WrestleMania 3 in the Pontiac Silverdome, when we broke the world indoor attendance record at 93,173 people, because I was there in the crowd, and I remember that feeling of all those people. I mean, there's just nothing to describe what that felt like. And Andre the Giant was a personal friend of mine, so even though Hulk Hogan did slam, you know, Andre the Giant, and, you know, the outcome was not what I wanted, it was a memory that is my favorite.
There's been rumors in social media and on the internet that Hulk Hogan may be coming back.
So he's pushing.
Can you speak to any of that?
I think that Hulk Hogan will always be a part of the WWE, and whether or not he comes back to be a part of anything that we do going forward remains to be seen. But he will always be a part of the WWE family.
So what you're saying is the door is always open?
The door is always open.
Stephanie, from a personal standpoint, you have gotten a new job title. As far as like, what does that entail as far as what are you doing new and what are you not doing that you were doing before, or are you doing just adding new things?
So there was a press release that went out, so I'll just sort of detail some of those things. In my new role as Chief Brand Officer, I'm responsible for representing the WWE brand, generating new business, strengthening brand advocacy, trying to, change any type of perception or really educate the marketplace as to what WWE is and the experience that we provide. And digital, which was reporting to me, is now reporting directly into Vince, our chairman, CEO, my boss, and father. And creative writing is now reporting into my husband, who is the EVP of Talent, Live Events, and now Creative. In terms of the day-to-day creative and making detailed decisions, I'm not at all part of that process.
Yeah, and your father's still the last word, right?
Oh, always. Yeah, he's the true head writer. Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much,
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Excuse me.
Thank you.